Hi, this is Kim,
This is Andy.
and we're going to read from the Urantia book, sure, but first,
365 Days of Walking the Red Road by
Terry
Terry Jean.
Jean.
Today, February 13th. From Old Chief Joseph, father of that person.
The
Chief Joseph.
yeah, the Chief Joseph that
This
we
is his
mostly know.
father. You must stop your ears whenever you are asked to sign a treaty selling your home. This country holds your father's body. Never sell the bones of your father and your mother.
Wow.
Also on this date in Native American history, Graham Greene, Oneida, was nominated for Best Supporting Actor by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences for his role in the 1990 movie Dances with Wolves. He later appeared in Thunderheart and The Green Mile.
Remember in the Green Mile, he was the first guy that got executed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So thank you, Old Chief Joseph. Old Chief Joseph was one of the first converts to Christianity, and he lived from 1785, and he died in 1871.
Wow.
So prior to some of the major conquests in the Midwest, but they came to the far west first because there was gold, in search of gold. And yeah, so, but then of course, they kind of sold him under the bridge,
Again.
Yeah, because he yeah, that's really sad. Anyway, okay. Sad.
On to Urantia.
Okay, yep, we're gonna read from the Tao Te Ching next a little bit. Where's the bookmark for this thing? Here it is. Okay, and also thank you, Graham Greene. Graham Greene is still with us. He's 69. Oneida people from one of the five, right? Iroquois Confederacy, right?
Right.
Oneida, Onondaga, Mohawk. No.
I'm not sure.
Seneca. Not the Huron.
I'm not sure.
I looked it up. Oneida, Onondaga, Seneca. Cayuga and Tuscarora were the other ones. The Cayuga and the Tuscarora.
A powerful confederacy that many people don't
know.
know.
And the Mohawk. The Mohawk were in it.
Okay.
Yeah, the Mohawk were the easternmost people of the early Iroquois Confederacy.
Many people don't know that our Constitution, our government, was based upon the models of the Iroquois Confederacy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the Tao Te Ching is translated by Ralph Allen Dale. Chapter 13. It's about identity. Here we've got a lone tree standing. Looks all shriveled up, but there's new growth as well. Okay? Should I go?
Go.
Okay. Identity. Accolades can usher in great trouble for your body. Censure can herald misery. Why can favor and disfavor both be harmful? Because both accolades and censure, when filtered through self as ego, always place us in jeopardy. But when the universe becomes yourself, when you love the world as yourself, all reality becomes your haven. Reinventing you as your own haven. You are your own haven.
I like that.
Only then will you transcend tense to be fully here now. to fully be here now. Only then no harm will the universe proffer, nor you to her. For you will be, not you, but she, and both, the universal great integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, only then no harm will the universe proffer, nor you to her. You won't harm the universe, and the universe won't harm you,
Mm-hmm.
because you will be safe in both.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
That's a really good one today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Okay, and now we're going to read from the Urantia book, and today we are finishing paper 36.
Wow.
So, paper 36
Mm-hmm.
about the life carriers. And section 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the living forces. Living forces. Okay. Life is both mechanistic and vitalistic, material and spiritual. Ever will Urantia physicists and chemists progress in their understanding of the protoplasmic forms of vegetable and animal life, but never will they be able to produce living organisms. Does it sound like? I mean, but do we do some of that by genetic engineering? But here, they're taking life from something that's already living
Mm-hmm.
and just changing the life. They're not creating new life out of nothing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Life is something different from all energy manifestations. Even the material life of physical creatures is not inherent in matter. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Things material may enjoy an independent existence, but life springs only from life.
Okay.
Mind can be derived only from pre existent mind.
Mm.
Spirit takes origin only from spirit ancestors. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The creature may produce the forms of life, but only a creator personality or a creative force can supply the activating living spark. Okay, take that, all you AI, Elon Musk, and all you, right?
Right.
Okay, you go.
Life carriers can organize the material forms or physical patterns of living beings, but the spirit provides the initial spark of life and bestows the endowment of mind. Even the living forms of experiential life, which the life carriers organize on their Solvington worlds, are always devoid of reproductive powers. When the life formulas and the vital patterns are correctly assembled and properly organized, the presence of a life carrier is sufficient to initiate life. But all such living organisms are lacking in two essential attributes: mind endowment and reproductive powers. Animal mind and human mind are gifts of the local universe Mother Spirit, functioning through the seven adjutant mind spirits,
Right?
while creature ability to reproduce is the specific and personal impartation of the universe spirit to the ancestral life plasm inaugurated by the life carriers.
Wow.
When the life carriers have designated the patterns of life after they have organized the energy systems, there must occur an additional phenomenon: the breath of life must be imparted to these lifeless forms. The sons of God can construct the forms of life, but it is the Spirit of God who really contributes the vital spark. And when the life thus imparted is spent, then again the remaining material body becomes dead matter. When the bestowed life is exhausted, the body returns to the bosom of the material universe from which it was borrowed by the life carriers to
Right.
serve as a transient vehicle for that life endowment, which they convey to such a visible association of energy matter.
Right. So that's what the feeling that I got, that word borrowed, is that everything I have in this life is like it's borrowed.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not really mine. It never was. Like this
Right.
body even isn't really mine. It's just,
Hmm.
yeah,
It's borrowed from the
it's
universe.
borrowed.
Hmm. The life bestowed upon plants and animals by the life carriers does not return to the life carriers upon the death of plant or animal. The departing life of such a living thing possesses neither identity nor personality. It does not individually survive death. During its existence and the time of its sojourn in the body of matter, it has undergone a change. It has undergone energy revolution and survives only as a part of the cosmic forces of the universe. It does not survive as individual life. The survival of mortal creatures is wholly predicated on the involvement of an immortal soul within the mortal mind.
Okay, so
Wow.
so that's sad for a lot of pet owners
Hmm.
um, who would you know want their pets to survive.
Hmm.
I guess I always say there's some animals walking around in human bodies. I suppose there could be intelligent enough like animals. I guess it's possible. I mean, Andon and Fanta were lemurs, right? I mean,
Hmm.
literal lemurs, like
Hmm.
little monkeys in trees.
Hmm.
That's what a lemur is.
Hmm.
Yeah?
Small monkey. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I would say that's possible. Like if you have an animal that is so able to communicate with you and understands you, if you feel like that, and it's not just your own projection, I don't know that that's not impossible either. See what I mean?
Hmm.
Okay. So I would say that's probably an extraordinary thing that happens. I don't know. I have cats. I hope they're but I mean, um, and the other thing I say to people who have concerns about pets is that they're reversion directors, so that you have in your mind um, the comfort, whatever comfort and love that you've received from your animal friend, you are able to go back and revisit that.
Hmm.
And the reversion directors help you to re-experience
Hmm.
um, that connection,
Hmm.
because it's a real connection. It's real.
Hmm.
Okay, so but the idea that that we see them in heaven and they're evolving, no.
Hmm.
Okay.
We speak of life as energy and as force, but it is really neither. Force energy is variously gravity responsive. Life is not. Pattern is not non-responsive to gravity. Being a configure
Pattern is also
is also non-responsive to
non-responsive to
gravity.
gravity.
Being a configuration of energies that have already fulfilled all gravity responsive obligations. Life as such constitutes the animation of some pattern, configured or otherwise segregated system of energy, material, mindal, or spiritual.
So it's like defining life. Okay,
Hmm.
life constitutes the animation of some pattern, configured, or otherwise segregated system of energy.
Material, mindal, or spiritual.
That's
Hmm.
that's not what I learned in biology.
Oh,
Wow.
well, I could go on.
Okay. There are some things connected with the elaboration of life on the evolutionary planets which are not altogether clear to us. We fully comprehend the physical organization of the electrochemical formulas of the life carriers, but we do not wholly understand the nature and source of the life activation spark. We know that life flows from the Father through the Son and by the Spirit. Through the Son and by the Spirit. Prepositions are important, right?
Hmm.
It is more than possible that the Master Spirits are the sevenfold channel of the river of life, which is poured out upon all creation. But we do not comprehend the techniques whereby the supervising Master Spirit participates in the initial episode of life bestowal on a new planet. Okay, do you understand what we're talking about? The master spirit,
I'm not
like
sure.
every super universe. Okay, there's only 7 of them. Each one
Mhm.
has a master spirit. So we're talking
Ah.
about those guys. And the ancients of days are also there, and there's 3 of them on each super universe.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The ancients of days, we are confident, also have some part in this inauguration of life on a new world, but we are wholly ignorant of the nature thereof. We do know that the universe mother spirit actually vitalizes the lifeless patterns and imparts to such activated plasm the prerogatives of organismal reproduction. It's like mom comes on and goes, zap, you're a thing. Wake up.
Mhm.
We believe that these 3 are the levels of God the sevenfold, sometimes designated as the supreme creators of time and space. Okay, the 3, the master spirits, the ancients of days, and the universe mother spirit.
Mhm.
But otherwise, we know little more than Urantia mortals, simply that the concept is inherent in the Father, expression in the Son, and life realization in the Spirit.
Mm. From the Father through the Son by the Spirit.
What does that mean? Yeah, I know. Wow. Okay, indicted by a Verondadek's son stationed on Urantia as an observer and acting in this capacity by request of the Melchizedek chief of the supervising revelatory corps. That's really interesting because this is about the life carriers, but it was written by a Verondadek's son, right?
Mhm.
Which like, okay, so they're kind of, you're kind of not being allowed to toot your own horn then in that case, right?
Mhm.
Life, yeah, life carriers is by a Verondadek's son.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Next paper is by Brilliant Evening Star, Personalities of the Local Universe, and we'll start that tomorrow.
Paper 37.
37.
All right.
Okay, that's all for today.
Okay. Well, have a great day. We are.
Yep. Go Bengals.
Go Rams.
You want to put money on that?
No.
Okay. All right. We'll see you later. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.